Hello, teachers, parents, students, and staff. This is Dr. Hibbler, principal at KEC Canal Point Elementary School, welcoming you back to another exciting school year. Even though we've been doing this virtually in your homes, we're now going to start seeing our smiling faces in our school buildings again. This coming Monday, September 21st, 2020. I have a little bit of refreshing information to give all of you, so let's dive into this right now. First, I'd like to go over the bus expectations. All students riding the bus to and from school must stay seated in their assigned seats each day. All students must follow the CDC guidelines and keep their facial coverings on at all times. During morning arrivals, when students arrive at school, they will be lined up 6 feet apart and will be escorted to their classrooms in small groups to be served their breakfast. At the end of each school day, during dismissals, students will be lined up in the classrooms 6 feet apart and escorted to their buses by grade levels per PA announcements. Students will be expected to sit in their assigned seats as they load the buses to return home, along with keeping their facial coverings on at all times. Breakfast will be from 7:30 to 8 every morning and will be taken to the classrooms. All students will eat breakfast inside their classrooms, and lunch for certain classes will eat inside the cafeteria. This is subject to change, as we experienced an overload of students gathered in the same space or not being able to enforce our CDC guidelines appropriately. Due to the limit of students we can have inside the cafeteria at one time, the following grades will eat their lunch inside their classrooms, which will be kindergarten and 5th grade. The teachers in these classrooms will have their 30-minute duty-free lunch, and other staff will cover their classes during this time. If a child has any dietary restrictions, they are permitted to bring their own lunch, snacks, etc. Items must be labeled and kept in a container that does not require any special handling, including refrigeration or heating. Students must follow the KEC Canal Point Elementary School's policies surrounding behavior, hygiene, health practices, social distancing, and any recommendations outlined by the District of Palm Beach County. Students must be able to participate in programs at their designated workspace and follow instructions by all adults, supervising them to protect their health and safety. Students should not bring any personal items to school other than their face mask and lunch or snacks. If a student brings permitted items to school, these items must be in a small pouch, lunchbox, or fanny pack, and students may also bring their book bags. Student cell phones must be sanitized upon entry into the building. Students who show disregard for our school district policies or exhibit intentionally disruptive behavior may be asked to leave the classroom and sent to the office for further disciplinary actions. All students will receive a package of 5 washable face masks that must be worn throughout each day. Students may wear their own facial coverings but must be in the CDC guidelines. Facial coverings must be made up of at least 3 layers of material that fits snugly around the nose and mouth areas of the face. Students can't wear the following types of face masks: necklaces, bandanas, mesh materials with slashes and holes, and other unwanted suggestions that may disrupt the learning of others are not permitted to wear in school. For student movement, all students will be expected to stay with their assigned teacher at all times. No hall passes are permitted. If a student needs to see the nurse or come out of the classroom for any special situation, the teacher must notify the office for an office staff member to escort the student out of the classroom to their designation. For our general hygiene, KEC Canal Point Elementary will require all students and staff to follow CDC recommendations for reducing transmission, maintaining healthy business operations, and a healthy work environment, including but not limited to wash or sanitize hands upon entry into the building, after using the restroom, before or after eating, after outdoor play, before or after any health assessment or screening of any staff or student. Avoid being less than 6 feet or making any contact with any other person. Avoid touching your face, cough, and sneeze into a tissue or inside of elbow. Stay home if you are sick or know you will not pass wellness screening. For parent expectations, parents will not be permitted to our school without pre-approval of administration. All parents must self-check themselves prior to coming to our school campus. Anyone with a temperature of 100.4 degrees or higher and or have tested positive in the last 14 days will not be permitted on campus. No visitors will be allowed on school property at this time. If a student exhibits any symptoms of fever, runny nose, coughing, or shortness of breath, parents, please keep your child or children home until they return with a doctor's note stating they are cleared to return to school. All medicines must be brought to school by parents and given directly to the school nurse for check-in. Please, parents, review the District FY21 Student and Family Handbook. Remember, all of our students, teachers, parents, and staff, we are in this together, and together we will make a winning school year. Thank you. We will hope to see each and every one of you this coming Monday, bright and early, in our school buildings. Thank you again. Enjoy your weekend and continue to be safe.